Okay, Crystal Data, Simple Listing Solutions, video number 2, right? For working with for sale by owners. I just showed you in video number 1 how to schedule the appointment, right? Just schedule the appointment. They're not afraid of you. You're just scheduling an appointment to come by and see the house. I showed you how to do that. Now you're at the house. You're seeing the house. Let's walk around. Let's look at this puppy. Let's check it out. Can you guys show me the garage? Oh, you got a pull down thing. That's awesome. Some extra storage up there. Let's check out the backyard. I got to see that. Yeah. That's probably not going to work. Hey, let's go look at the kitchen again. And you just check out the house. Right? Hey, do you guys mind if I take some photos? You check out the house. Right? Let me ask you, if I had a zero risk, zero obligation, zero cost way to help you guys get your home sold, right? Zero risk, zero obligation, zero cost. Actually, help you get your home onto the MLS. And in fact, it's like insurance to help insure you get your home sold. Would you be interested in learning about it? It's my seller assist plan. It's awesome. I think you guys will love it. Right. So that's one way that we can go with the Simple Listing Solutions system. Right. But we've got actually multiple directions we can go. Right. Hey, I would love to help you guys get your home sold. Right. And I've got a seller assist plan that I think you're going to love it. Zero risk, zero cost, zero obligation. You guys are going to love it. Can I tell you about it? Sure. Well, I can put together a property website for your house for free, zero cost to you. So you guys, your home right here on 227 Waterloo, we're going to make www.227waterlooforsale.info, and I'm going to make a beautiful lead capture website for your house. It's going to have photographs and videos of your property, and then it's going to have a form where buyers driving by out front, they can log on to your website from their smartphone, or they can take a flyer. I'll make those for you as well. And they can go home and they can log on to the website to learn more about 227waterlooforsale.info, see the photos and get the details. And when they're on your website, they can let you know whether or not they're working with a realtor, right? Whether or not they're approved for financing, what kind of financing, VA, FHA, conventional, right? All cash. They can let you know how soon they're ready to purchase, 0 to 30 days, 30 to 60 days. They can really sort of filter out. You can use the website as a tool to sort of filter out the people that you don't really need to schedule private appointments with to come and show your home to. Right? It's a great tool. So I can provide you with one of those lead capture websites, as well as some yard signs for out front and some flyers, some professional, beautiful flyers, driving people to your lead capture website. And so why would I do that for you at no cost to you? Because it's a win-win relationship. It's a win-win. Right. Here's the way it works. All the buyers who drive by your front yard and they grab a flyer and they log on to your website and they schedule an appointment to see your home with you, right, at your convenience after you've learned all about them. Not all of those buyers are going to buy your house. Some of them won't qualify. Some of them, it's just not enough house for them. Maybe they need something bigger. Maybe it's too much house for them. Maybe it's not in the right neighborhood. But a lot of those prospects, they're going to go buy another home, and I'd like to help them do that. I'd like to help them do that. So we'll share those leads, right, that I'm helping you generate. And by the way, I can help show you how to take that website, that www.223waterlooforsale.info, and advertise that sucker all over the internet on Craigslist and on Facebook and on all kinds of websites, right? It's a great tool to help you guys get your home sold on your own. What do you think about that offer? Right. So that's also part of our seller assist plan. And now that sounds like a lot of dialogue to imitate, but if you think about it that way, yeah, it is overwhelming. But if you think about it as a story to learn, and all you have to do is learn to tell the story, it's much easier than, scripts, because it's not really a script, it's a story, right? Because I'm a real estate professional, I'm really a marketer with a real estate license, right? I can help you guys get your homes. I understand why you're trying to sell your home on your own. You don't want to pay commissions. Maybe you worked with a realtor in the past and you felt like you weren't all that impressed. You could do what they did. You look around, you see the inventory's tight. There's a lot of buyers out there. I understand. So I've got a seller assist plan, zero cost, zero risk, zero obligation to help you get your home sold on your own. You don't pay me a nickel. Right? Can I take a moment to tell you guys about it? Yeah, it's simple. What I do is I provide you for free at no cost to you with a lead capture website that really showcases your home beautifully, right? And some yard signs out front, and some professional flyers for people to take by, and it drives them so they can go to the website and they can learn all about your property. And then they can also identify for you whether or not they're working with an agent who's looking for a commission, right? Whether they're approved for financing yet, how soon they're ready to purchase, and then schedule an appointment to come and see your home. So it's a great tool for you. But it's also a great tool for me, Mr. and Mrs. For Sale by Owner, because not all those buyers are going to be interested in buying your home for whatever reason, and I may be able to help some of them go find another home. So it's sort of a symbiotic relationship, my seller assist plan. It's like you're a grouper and you open up your mouth and I'm the little shrimp who comes in and cleans your teeth, and you don't eat me because I'm cleaning your teeth, if you've ever seen that show. So that's how my seller assist plan works. That's one way it works. But I've got another route. So sidebar, my clients, right? That's seller assist plan where you're giving them free tools and technology and you're sharing the buyer leads, right? I've got the tools, I've got the to hand out, the stuff to mail, the stuff to the website. That's all handled for you. You do need to know how to speak that story, right? Because that's only one story, right? You could speak another one. I'm going to share that one with you right now. But that's the story that you could speak when you go out to a for sale by owner. When would you pull out this story called, I'm not going to try and list this house, instead I'm going to offer them these free services and see if I can generate some buyer business from it? Like, when would you pull out that story? In fact, let's not think of that as a story. Let's think of that as an arrow. So you've got a quiver on your back. And when you walk into a situation because you scheduled an appointment, hey, I need to come by and see the property. I may have a buyer for it, I may not. I need to take a look around. So when you schedule that appointment and go out there, you want to have a quiver on your back with multiple arrows that you can pull out depending on the situation. Right? If they owe more on that home than it's worth and they're for sale by owners, you might want to have a short sale arrow that you can pull out and some dialogue that you can say, hey, you guys, listen, as a foreclosure alternatives advisor, can I give you some free advice? My professional help is free. So why are you doing this? Right? You probably want to have that arrow if you want to get the short sale listing. Right? And if you walk out there to the appointment and they say, hey, look, we may already have a couple offers coming in. We're showing some buyers this evening. This is not going to be hard for us to sell this house. Right? Then you don't, you're going to move to get a listing. You're going to move to make them a website and flat. They don't need it. Right? They don't need it. So you've got to be able to reach for an arrow that say, oh, what am I going to use now? Right? Not the short. Well, that's the short sale arrow. I'm going to put that back. What arrow am I going to use now? Well, this is what I would suggest. Right? This is a very effective arrow I'm about to suggest that not all of you can use. Right? If you're with C21 or Remax or Prudential or Sotheby's or Berkshire Hathaway or a lot of brokerages like that, you don't have much freedom. Like when you go take a listing, it's 6%. Maybe you can go 5%. Right? For me, my relationship with my broker, I can go take a listing for free. Right? I can say, hey, Mike, I want to go be the 1% guy if I wanted to. And he's, go ahead. Why would you do that? But I could. Right? I've got freedom to play. So if I were standing in front of a for sale by owner who said, hey, we got maybe have a couple offers coming in this afternoon. This place isn't going to be hard to sell. We really don't, and I can sense that they don't need my seller assist plan tools and technology for free. Right? I can sense that they don't need that, and they think that I'm just here checking out their house like a lot of other people have apparently been doing, right? For maybe some buyers that I have. Well, I can say, hey, you guys, check it out. I've got a seller assist plan. It's zero risk and zero obligation. I think you guys might really love it. Can I take a second and tell you what it is? And they say, sure, what is it? And I say, well, for 1%, what I can help you guys do is I'll literally hand hold the transaction. When you guys get some buyers for your house, you guys arrive at a contract that works for everybody. I'll look through the contract and all the disclosures, make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and I'll hold your hands literally through the escrow process. In fact, my relationships with local escrow and title companies, I'll shop around and I'll negotiate for your escrow and title fees. Right? I do this for 1%. And in fact, the money that I save you negotiating your escrow and title fees is probably going to pay my 1%. Right? It's just a great sort of way to help maybe smooth the close of escrow out for you as a home seller and for the buyers as well. So that's my 1% seller assist plan. Now, I'm not looking for a listing. I'm just looking for 1%. Right? That's a great way to get paid. There's a lot of great ways to get paid with for sale by owners. And by the way, it's sort of like the camel who sticks his head underneath the tent. Oh, okay, we'll do the 1% seller assist plan when we get a buyer. That sounds great. And then you can say, perfect. And listen, for $800, I can put your home on the MLS. Like, I'm not going to come take the photos or do anything like that for you guys. You got to do that. But if you take all the photos and if you email them to me, I'll get them up. I'll get it onto the multiple listing service. It's $800. And the only thing is you've got to offer, you know, some sort of a broker cooperation fee. So work that out. It could be $500. It could be 2.5% or 3 or 1. You guys decide. I'll let you decide, and I'll leave that up to you. Oh, really? $800 on the MLS? 1%? You're going to hold our hand through this? Oh, yeah. That sounds like. And now you see how you can work if you have the power, like the freedom within your business and your brokerage to, hey, I got this other plan, right? So when you're standing in front of, and same thing with expireds and cancels and withdrawals that we're not talking about in this video, we're just talking about FSBOs right now. But when you're standing in front of your prospect, your dialogue skills, your ability to go, oh, I know what I'm going to say, right? And then have it ready, that's what converts, right? That's what develops relationships and builds trust on the phone, through the mail, and at the door when they hear that kind of language coming from you. They go, oh, the guy knows what's going on. So you know, people are silently begging to be led. They're looking for leadership. And so when you say, hey, I've got these programs, this is how it works, boom, 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 you're going to love it, check it out. And the program makes sense, they're usually fish in the boat. That's my analogy as a fisherman. That's like a fish in the boat. Right? Here they are, they're in the boat, right? Because I've got this dialogue. Okay. So in video number 1, I talked about how to just schedule an appointment to come see the house. That was really easy. Hey, Chris with Keller Williams, Seacoast, Sunshine, Century 21, whatever. Quick question. If I brought you guys a buyer, would you pay me a commission? Well, wouldn't that depend on the strength of my offer? Okay, I need to see that. And we move to schedule the appointment. Then when we get out there, we sniff around, and then we want to, again, have multiple arrows to pull from. Right? Do you want to just move for the listing? Right. Do you want to offer your seller assist plan and say, hey, let's work this thing for some buyer leads, and if you guys want some help with full service stuff, we could talk about that, but I won't bring it up. I'd love to help you guys get this home sold. I think I can get you more money, but you want to have that dialogue ready. Right. So watch this video again and again and again. And video number 1, and you're going to be ready to work with expireds too, because the expired video is going to be quite similar with just a little shift. So key points from both video number 1 and video number 2, key points to take away. You're telling a story. You're not parodying a script. I love Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry. The dialogue that they've devised, if they devised it, it's great, right? But it's not a script. Hi, this is Chris with ABC Keller Williams, Seacoast 21. Are you ready to work with? That's not what it will ever convert people into saying, sure, come on over to my house. It just won't. It just won't. Here's what will work. Hey, this is Chris with Seacoast 21. I'm just calling about your house. I see you guys put it on the market to get it sold on your own. I understand that. Quick question for you. If I brought you guys a buyer, would you pay me a commission? That's a story. That's not a script, right? That's a story. Well, how much of a commission do you want? Well, I was supposed to, that would probably depend upon the strength of my offer, huh? Yeah, it sure would. Well, so listen, I'm going to be out there previewing homes this afternoon and tomorrow because I'm showing homes all weekend. I would love to possibly show yours and put in an offer on it. I need to come see the house. When's a good time for me to come by this evening to meet you guys to take a look at it? That's a story. It's not a script, right? And so when I hang up the phone, boom, got one. What did I get? I just got an appointment, right, to go meet with some people who are trying to sell their home on their own to go see their house, right? Step number 1. Step number 2, I'm in the house, ideally with my quiver with multiple options. I take a look at the house. I talk to them. I get a sense for what's going on. If they're unrealistic, if they're asking $600,000 for a $500,000 house, do I really want to try and do anything with it? Maybe. Maybe I want to put a sign out front and generate some buyer leads. Maybe. Depends on how hungry I am. Right? So you got to go there and you got to check it out. That's why there's not a one-size-fits-all script, because it could be different, right? When you get out there, it could be different, right? You could say to them, hey, listen, you guys, I understand you're trying to get your home sold on your own because you want to save some money and save commissions. That I understand that. Is that what's going on? Well, no. Okay, great. Check it out. What if I had a way, it was like an insurance policy to ensure you get top dollar offers, right? Zero cost, zero risk, zero obligation to you. Would you be interested in that? Well, sure. What is it? It'll take 2 minutes to tell you about it. I think you'll like it. Well, how does it work? Okay, well, I've got what's called an exclusive agency agreement. It's a listing agreement. If you guys sign the listing agreement, the next document you're going to sign is called my easy exit agreement. And when you sign the easy exit agreement, what that entitles you to do is pick up the exclusive agency agreement and tear it up at any time for any reason. Right? So in other words, I'm going to ask you to sign an exclusive agency agreement, right? And I'm going to list your house. You can continue to market it on your own as a for sale by owner, and then it's going to be like a horse race. Because I'm going to get it on the multiple listing service, and I'm going to pull out all the stops, and I'm going to market the heck out of your house. And I'm going to see if I can bring you a top dollar offer, right, that just makes sense to you guys, commissions and all. You're going to look at it and you're going to say, that makes sense, right? And we're happy to do that. Right? And you have the opportunity to say, that doesn't make any sense at all. We're not going to do that. Thank you very much, Chris. Go try again. Right? So there's no obligation, right? There's no cost, and there's no risk. Because again, you're not locked into that contract with my easy exit agreement. You can just say, hey, Chris, go ahead and take us off the MLS and go ahead and tear up that listing agreement. We're pretty good. We think we can get this done without your help. But you've got permission to do that. You're totally empowered. Right? So that's called my seller assist plan. What do you guys think about that? Right? Now what am I doing? Now I'm just moving to the listing. Right? Now I'm going to go put it on the multiple listing service, and I'm going to put it up there for 5%. 6%, whatever I feel, I'm going to, because I sniffed around. I looked at the thing, I did my research, I went out there, I met him, I looked at the place, and I said, I think I can bring him a top dollar fair market offer. And I think I could talk him into taking it. Right? Because when I come out there in 10 days and I say, hey, listen, folks, I got 3 offers for you. Right? They're all conventional financing, they're all fully approved, great buyers ready to close in the next 30 days. And all of these offers are real fair, but I think I can get these people up another $5,000 or $10,000. How's it coming on your side? How's it coming on your side? Right. So when you're working with for sale by owners, again, you got multiple arrows in your quiver, right? You guys are not going to have a hard time selling your house. Is that what I hear you saying? It's easy. You got tons of people coming through, buses pulling up out front. I've got a plan. It's a seller assist plan, 1%. I'll help handhold the entire thing through escrow. And in fact, I'll negotiate those escrow fees down enough, I'll almost pay for my fee. Right? I'll make sure all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, look over the contracts and stuff. Would you guys be interested in that? It almost pays for itself. Right? That's what I'm doing with them. Boom. Well, we owe more on a home than it's worth. Really? You guys, can I just bend your ear for a moment? Because as a foreclosure alternatives advisor, I specialize in short sales, and look, it's free. Short sales are free. Right? My services are completely free. I can help you guys get this home sold, get your lender to pay all the closing costs, and maybe even put a couple $1,000 relocation assistance in your pocket. Oh, right, because I got that arrow. Or I can look around and say, hey, you guys, check it out. This is a beautiful house, right? This is a beautiful house. I'm kind of excited about it. In fact, let me run a proposal by you. 0 cost, 0 risk, 0 obligation. Right? I'd like to list your house, but don't get scared. Right? I've got what's called an exclusive agency agreement coupled with my easy exit agreement, right? Which allows you to just deneuter me, fire me, and make the whole thing go away in minutes. But here's how it works. You continue to sell your home on your own, market the heck out of it. I wish you the best of success, but it's going to be like a horse race. Because I'm going to put your home on the MLS, and I'm going to pull out all my marketing stops to bring you guys a top dollar offer that's going to make perfect sense, commissions and all. You're going to look at it, you're going to look at the net sheet, you're going to see how much you guys are walking away with, and you're going to say, this makes great sense, and accept it, or not. You don't have to, you're not obligated to. Right? So it's a 0 risk, 0 cost, 0 obligation way to actually get your home really marketed out there. Right? See what I can bring you. Again, you're not obligated to accept them. Right? So now I've got that arrow. Right? Boom. Let's just get this thing listed. Right? Or I've got my seller assist plan. Let me get a website up for you guys. Let me get some signs out front, some flyers out front. We're going to generate a bunch of buyer leads. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to make a bunch of those buyers turn into clients of mine and go sell them houses. And then if you get tired of things not working out for you and you decide that you'd like to learn about my other programs, I'd love to share them with you. Okay. So I hope you guys watch this video again and again and again until you learn the stories and you'll develop the dialogue, and you feel so confident to go out to a for sale by owner and say, hey, how's it going? I'm just on my beautiful house. I'm Chris Sylveta. I'm a real estate agent with ABC Seacoast Realty down the street. I'm not here to list your house. I have a quick question for you guys. So if I brought you some awesome buyers, young couple with a cute collie and 2 young kids in a red wagon with a top dollar offer, would you pay me a commission? Well, how much commission do you want? Well, that would depend on how top by I mean top dollar, wouldn't it? Certainly would. Beautiful. I'd love to take a look at the house. When could I do that? Could I come in right now and would you show me around? Right. Or I'm doing that on the phone. Right. Or I'm doing that on the back of my seller assist flyer in a note. If I'm going to do it through the mail in a note, bam, envelope, stick it at the front door. Right. Strategy. So what strategy you'll use, whether it's the phone because you're getting your leads from RedX, right? You're using the RedX to download FSBO leads and just make phone calls and schedule appointments. That's a great way to do it. Or whether you're going on to Craigslist looking for free FSBO stuff, you can get that, go poking around on the internet, and, or whether you're paying for them. The RedX, Vulcan 7, ReboGateway.com, those are all providers where you can just download your FSBO leads, you can download your expireds, your cancels, your withdrawns, your defaults, right? And then if you've got the dialogue, you take those leads and you upload them into like a speed dialer like Mojo. Hey, Chris Sylveta, ABC Realty, quick question. I see you guys trying to get your home sold on your own. Listen, if I brought you an offer, would you guys pay me a commission? Well, I guess that depends on the strength of my offer, huh? Great, I'm going to be in the neighborhood this afternoon and tomorrow looking at houses because I'm showing a bunch this weekend. I'd love to show yours and see if I can get an offer in. When's the best time for me to stop by and meet you guys and take a look at the house? Great, I'll be there at 6 o'clock. Just schedule an appointment with a FSBO. Boom, next call. Oh, that's an expired. My script's going to change a little bit. But what am I going to do? Schedule an appointment to come see the house. It's going to be a real similar story. Okay, but watch this video again and again and again and do it from the mindset of a marketer with a real estate license with a huge toolkit. Right? You can make websites all day long, lead capture forms, videos, whatever the people want, you've got it for them. And whatever you need yourself, you've got it. And you've got us on your team. Right? You didn't just buy stuff and you're on your own. You can call and say, hey, Big Dave, I need help. Connect me with Chris for a strategy call or give me some technology training so I can fly this plane a little bit better. Okay? We're on your team. Go get FSBOs.